So Ethiopia has recently had an epiphany.
I've had a couple of those in my life.
I'm pretty sure you've never had this kind of epiphany before.
Are you saying I haven't ever had a bright idea?
The kind of epiphany I'm talking about has nothing to do with ideas, but there is lemon throwing involved.
How does that work?
Stay tuned to find out. In 2019, we hired an employee named Fikaru. He is a metal artist, welder, and is skilled at crafting and fixing a wide variety of furniture, buildings, and vehicles.
Fikaru is really good at what he does. He's been able to save the ministry money by repurposing items and fixing things to restore their function.
In addition to helping the ministry, we have loaned Fikaru's talents to the Women's and Children's Affairs office in Debrecen. He recently built doors for their vehicle in our workshop. Our ministry has a good relationship with the Office of Women's and Children's Affairs, and this has been mutually beneficial.
In his first few months with the ministry, Fikaru built about 20 doors and window frames for the new KG building. Fikaru has also taken on the project of building more cafeteria tables for the BCI Academy.
As our school campuses continue to grow, we are running out of space for the children to eat. Many children eat on the floor or outside. We've been actively working towards adding more seating over the past year to help get the children off the floor. We strive for excellence in everything. This is the BCI Academy motto, so we are not satisfied with the current setup. We hope to remedy this situation very soon.
It sounds like it's just growing pains of a school population that keeps expanding.
It is one of those things that could be classed as a good problem to have, but it is a problem nevertheless.
A sturdy table that seats 10 children costs $83. We are 9 tables shy of our goal for the Debrecen campus of the BCI Academy. If you can provide a table for 10 children to get them off the floor during lunchtime, please visit blessingthechildren.org and click on the Donate Now button. Let us know in the description box that your donation is for a cafeteria table. Okay, so you need to enlighten us about Ethiopia's Epiphany.
The Epiphany, also called the Timket, is celebrated in January by Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. Timket celebrates the baptism of Jesus in the River Jordan. Timket literally means baptism.
So what in the world does that have to do with lemons?
Timket is a very vibrant time in Ethiopia. It's bright, colorful, and lively. There are public festivals and people dress in their finest clothing.
So they're really putting their best foot forward.
Yes, and in fact, it has become a popular time to fall in love. That's where the lemons come in. It has been a long-standing and quirky tradition for young men to throw lemons at women they are attracted to on Timket.
Say what?
It's a true story. In more modernized parts of Ethiopia, this is falling out of fashion. There's a popular joke that says that young people nowadays would do better to throw iPhones at their love interests than lemons.
That's fascinating. I can't imagine throwing lemons ever became a thing. I'm trying to imagine how they made the leap from Jesus' baptism to throwing lemons at women.
I suppose the same could be said for many of the festivals we have at Christmas time that don't have much anything to do with Jesus' birth.
Yeah, that's true. It's a valid point. It sounds like it's just fun and festive time in Ethiopia. I suppose it makes sense that love is in the air.
Some people even marry on Timket. It is a beautiful time in Ethiopia.
I think there's a lot of beautiful aspects of Ethiopian culture.
You're absolutely right, and we'll share more of their culture on future episodes.
It's hard to imagine what 2,000 students looks like, but every single morning they get lined up for their flag ceremony.
Yes, at our school, the BCI Academy, the students make orderly lines every morning for the flag ceremony.
Kind of like the Pledge of Allegiance?
It is. It's a time to honor their country flag, and it's also a good exercise for the children to be responsible and disciplined enough to organize themselves each morning for the ceremony.
You know, it's so interesting because we talk a lot about the children in the sponsorship program, but looking at these photos just makes me think about the massive impact that the ministry is having just beyond the sponsorship program.
Yes, many of the children you see in the program are not actually sponsored children, but children in the community who have chosen the BCI Academy for their education. Having the reach of educating 2,000 students in one community really does make an impact.
Sure does. Rahel Terrakane is a 10-year-old girl in the BCI sponsorship program. Rahel's mother, Meseret, was born in a small nearby town called Dyer. Messeret attended school in Dyer until she was in 8th grade. There was no high school in her hometown, so she moved to Debrecen in 9th grade.
After moving to Debrecen, Messeret worked as a servant in the home of another family and studied on the night shift. This is a very common story among the mothers of our sponsored children.
When Messeret was in high school, she met her first boyfriend, Tara Kane, who became the father of her only child. During a prenatal checkup, Messeret was diagnosed with a chronic health condition, and due to the diagnosis, Tara Kane abandoned the family.
Rahel is now a 6th grade student. Messeret has done everything she can to help Rahel grow to this point. When telling her story, Messeret could hardly speak because she cried throughout the entire conversation. Messeret said that she has suffered so much to raise her child.
Mothers in Ethiopia have to be so strong, don't they?
Yes. It takes so much strength to raise up children in such challenging circumstances. Messeret works in the floriculture industry and earns only $30 a month. Due to her illness, she misses a lot of work. She supplements her income by working part-time washing clothes for approximately $1.50 a week when she is able to obtain work. The cost of rent is $22, which takes up most of her income.
Everything in life feels like an obstacle for Rahel and Messeret, including food, clothing, and learning materials. There's often not enough money left over after rent is paid. Our staff who first met with them commented that there's deep sadness hidden in Rahel's eyes. She's blessed to have a mother who fought so hard to provide for her daughter, but her life has still been such a struggle.
Rahel hopes to become a scientist someday. She has been blessed recently to receive full sponsorship, and we're thrilled to be able to take her off the waiting list and into the benefit of the ministry. We look forward to providing updates as her life improves and unfolds.
What can we look forward to next time?
We're going to take a look inside an Ethiopian university.
Visit our website and social media. It's linked below.
Like and subscribe, leave comments and questions.
Have a blessed day.